Who should fast? Look at it. Okay, it's in front of you. Muslim, adult, able to fast, not a traveler, right state of mind, and not in a state of menstruation. I'm going to ask you before I give you the next one. So Muslims mean, I'm going to ask everything because you're looking at me as if you're like, what she is saying. Right. What is a Muslim? What's a Muslim?
Muslim means Muslims.
Muslim means Muslim. Wallahi, that was very clear. Exactly. That's what I want you to know. The person who declared that Allah is one and the Rasul ﷺ is his messenger. Khalas, that's a Muslim. So someone today, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala granted her or him that word, then Ramadan becomes an obligation. Number one. Number two, adult.
For girls who got their period.
So the women, the ladies, the girls get their period. If she didn't get her period. Age? What's the age? No, for the girl, it's either no puberty, nothing, no changes. I have seen this till age 17 and 18 sometimes. So what is the age? Islamic age that they become? Ya Rahman, Wallahi into tough muftis. 9 becomes an obligation. Please don't do that. Please don't do that. Khadir, you're gonna go home and tell all your children 9 years. No, 15. 15 is the age of adulthood in Islam. So your son, if no changes, and it can happen. If he is 15, Saum becomes obligation. It's not a choice, not to train. 9 you're training, 10 you're training, 11 you're training, 12 you're training, 13 training, 14 training is okay. And usually you say, like, come on, you're 13, 14, you should be able to do it. But if he didn't, it's not an obligation. And he's not disobeying Allah, or she's not disobeying Allah. But 15 is adulthood. Or of course, if she gets her period, or if the boy gets the changes earlier, then if 9 and get her period, Allah aina. And this is it's common these days. You will get it 9. Medically, actually, the minimum age of menstruation is 9. So that's number 2. Ability to fast, I gave you the clue, healthy or sick. We're going to come to this with who said so. What is the proof and the evidence? Not a traveler, and there's 2 opinions about that. Right state of mind meaning?
Mentally healthy.
So mentally able. So depression, can he fast or she fast?
Yes. Yes.
Alhamdulillah, you're not answering. The yes is very good. It depends. No, don't be. Please, I beg you. And I'm saying this with a lot of passion. Don't answer yes or no in deen unless it's clear cut. It depends. You tell me depression, I tell you it depends. Are they hospitalized? Are they on ECT? Are they taking medications? How often they are taking medications?
Half of
How
the population, they cannot fast.
Exactly. If you say just depression, that's good. And what will happen to the depression if they fast? Any disease that gets worse with fasting, they shouldn't. So there's no yes and no right away. Always it depends. If you tell me, is a Muslim has to fast? I will say yes if they are these. I wouldn't say yes only. Because yes, and she's menstruating, then I made a sin. I gave absolutely the wrong. Did you get my point? So always be careful. Look, everything has, as I say, tafseel. Everything has details. So, right state of mind, somebody under anesthesia. Someone took sleeping medication, and then they slept all day, and they didn't wake up till 9. Is that possible? Absolutely. There's a lot of possibilities, so you cannot just say yes or no right away. So right state, somebody is insane. Insane. And that's not an obligation on them. As long as they are in that state. When the state changes, they are now sane, then it becomes an obligation. And menstruation will come to it. Here we go. This is a very important also hadith, okay? It's narrated by Sayyidah Aisha, Sunan al-Nisa'i, because that teaches you a lot of rulings. رفع القلم عن 3 عن النائم حتى يستيقظ وعن الصغير حتى يكبر وعن المجنون حتى يعقل أو يفيق. That's in general a rule. رفع القلم means the obligation, the requirement is not required on these 3 conditions. Any requirement, salah, siyam, hajj, zakah, meaning before the other requirements. Did you get my point? Before the other requirements. So if there is somebody who's insane and they have $1 million in the bank, zakah is not an obligation on them, on their wali, on the person who's taking care of their affairs. So number one, النائم حتى يستيقظ. If I am sleeping, Allah will not ask me in these hours, what did you do? No obligations on me in these hours. Alhamdulillah. And وعن الصغير حتى يكبر. The child till he becomes adult, which we just talked about. وعن المجنون حتى يعقل أو يفيق. The person who loses the state of mind, they are not mukallaf, they call it in the law. They are not required by law to do this unless the things change. طيب? الحمد لله رب العالمين.